Good morning from San Pedro de Alcantara. Today we are visiting Gibraltar, a British overseas territory here in the south of Spain. We have hired a car, picking it up in around 2 minutes from outside our hotel, and then it's about 45-minute drive down to Gibraltar. Going to spend a few hours there and then head off to the airport to fly home this evening. Hope you enjoy. Let's go. So we've just picked up our car. We are in the Hyundai i20 today. This little beast down to Gibraltar. See, this will hopefully take us down to Gibraltar. So we have just pulled off the motorway. We are around 3 or 4 miles from the border crossing. We're not sure whether to cross over in the car. We have read that the queues can be up to hours and hours long because there's so many people crossing the border every day. So we're going to get close, check the live traffic cam, and then see what to do. So welcome to Gibraltar. We've just been stamped into Gibraltar. It was a seamless border crossing, literally 2 or 3 minutes. There was no queue, no questions asked, no cars checked, stamped in and through. Now we need to try and find out where to go. We've been driving on this road from the border. We're just underneath the rock now. Find it, don't mind it. And we just need to decide what to do, where to go now. And this looks to be some sort of built up area. Look at the UK traffic lights here as well, British traffic lights. So we've landed in Gibraltar. We've found a car park, multi-storey car park, the Ocean Village public parking. Actually went on a cruise years ago called the Ocean Village #2. Really good Caribbean cruise, and the cruise liner is no more. So yeah, there's the I-20 part in the Ocean Village. £1.80 per hour for parking. We're at like the northern part of Gibraltar now. Have a little explore, see what we can do. There's a lot of Spanish cars here, and then these are the Gibraltar number plates. So here is the Sunborn Hotel, which is a yacht hotel. I think it used to be a yacht or a cruise ship, and it's been turned into a hotel, and it's docked here permanently. We'll have a little wander around. There's a casino on board, but this is Gibraltar Harbour. The weather's not that great today. So yeah, there you are, that is the Sunborn. It is on water, as you can see. Welcome. Sunborn Gibraltar 5-star yacht hotel, sky restaurant, sky bar, sapphire lounge and bar, infinity spa. Not sure how much it is to stay there. I imagine it's quite expensive. As you already know, Gibraltar is a British overseas territory, so there's a lot of British influence here. The signs, the infrastructure is based on Britain. It's like Britain in the sun, they say. Although there is no sun today, it is absolutely freezing cold, grey clouds, and it's windy. So this is the shopping street of Gibraltar. Now I'm on the lookout for British shops. Wine, spirits, tobaccos. Boo Avenue, that's a staple on a British high street, as well as a Superdry. Holland and Barrett. Clark's shoe shop. Pandora. So we are actually on the hunt for a jacket because it's so cold in Gibraltar. We've come without a coat. All our clothes are back in the hotel, so we're on the hunt for a cheap jacket or a hoodie or a jumper or something to keep us warm. So we jumped into M&S on the high street. Gatches bought a fleece, I bought a jumper, 25 quid. Keep us warm now for the rest of the day. Bet you by the time we've left, down to the bottom of the shopping street, the sun will be out and it'll be mid 20 degrees like it was yesterday. It is May in South Spain, Gibraltar, so should be nice weather, but obviously not for us today. They saw us coming, we were walking down the street, we were looking at the prices of the cable cars to get up the rock, and a guy has sold us his tour. So we're now waiting for the minibus to take us on an hour-and-a-half tour up through the rock, see a few different things along the way. The cable car return was £38 per person with access to the nature reserve. And this minibus tour is going to cost €42. We think it's worthwhile, we think it'll be better value for money, but we don't know. We have been waiting here for about 10 minutes, it's quite cold. People keep coming, people keep leaving. We don't know what time we'll be leaving. So we've made our first stop on our small minibus tour. We are at the Pillars of Hercules. This is where Hercules broke the African and European continents apart. So you can see over there, that is Morocco, the African continent. So we are at our second stop. We're in St. Michael's Cave, which is a cave complex, and there's a light show, and we've been warned about the monkeys that they attack. So no eye contact, no showing your teeth, no having any visible signs of food, no bags, no backpacks, no plastic bags, because they will attack you. Well, welcome to the Skywalk, where views are beautiful. Cannot see a thing. The Atlas Mountains, that's in Morocco. Reykjavik, Dublin, London, Paris, Berlin.
So you walk up to the wall, behind is the monkeys feeding area, and just wait there. Don't go any further.
Cheers.
So you walk up to the wall, just behind the wall is the monkeys feeding area, wait there.
So that port down there is where Nelson was brought back after the Battle of Trafalgar. Oh, there's a nice super yacht down there. Nice super yacht down there.
Where's the? Oh,
He's holding onto my hair.
it's a hierarchical system. So that one is causing problems because she wants to eat. Way down.
See, that's how long since we came here.
Eh?
We came here, we walked through that. We come through that way.
So that is Gibraltar Airport in all its glory. You used to be able to drive across the airport here, but now there's a tunnel underneath. So you can only walk across it, you can't drive across it. Unfortunately, there's no planes for a few more hours from the airport, so you won't be able to see any land or take off. So that was the official rock tour we did. We paid £42 per person. It was around an hour and a half. Was it worth it? I mean, we found it good, but was it worth £42? Probably not. We have also got our wristband for the nature reserve, so theoretically we could walk back up the rock and go to a few more of the sites if we wanted to. If you're on a tight time scale, brilliant, pay an hour and a half, £42 to do it. We just need to know what to do now for the rest of the day, because we've rushed and done that, and then we've got a few hours left here. But we're going to head now down to the cable car stations and see what there is down that end of town. Look at that proper British pub, the Angry Friar. No. British fish and chips. That's the British naval base here in Gibraltar. We did go a wrong turn. We ended up going down to bloody an industrial estate where we were trying to cut back up into that road up there. We went the wrong way. I'll take the blame for that. You can see there the sky bridge where people are walking across. You can get there from the rock. We didn't actually have a chance to go and see it. Would have been good to go up there, but it looks a bit scary all that way up. So we've walked over to the Gibraltar Botanic Gardens. We thought you'd have to pay to come in here, but the gate's open and you can just walk in. Yeah, so we'll kind of walk around the Botanic Garden, see what's here. There's also like a wildlife conservation park near here. We kind of guessed that we'd have to pay for that, but it might be free as well, who knows. There's like red pandas and certain lizards and things like that, so we'll see what happens, whether it's free to go in or not, I don't know. So there is the Rock Hotel, and it is a famous hotel because there are numerous celebrities that have visited, stayed and got married in the hotel. Sean Connery got married 3 times in this hotel, twice to the same woman, and John Lennon visited, and there was a few more that visited as well. So we did try and go into the wildlife park, but it was €8 per person, only a small park, so we didn't bother, and we've just come back through the botanical garden out, and we're going to head back into the main part of Gibraltar, up the main road, and then see what else there is. And there you can see a cable car coming back down to the first stop. That is the route. You can see the cable going all the way up to the top. Now it's time for some lunch. Considering we are in Gibraltar, British Overseas Territory, cuisine is a bit mixed. You've got Spanish influence, Mediterranean influence. We've also got North African influence in Morocco, considering it's only 15-16 miles away. Do we want British food? Probably not. We are going to try and scope out some Spanish food. Fish and chips maybe? Nah, I don't think so. Let's go find some food. Here we are at the marina. The tour guide was telling us earlier the properties at the end over there sold for £6.5 million each. The founder of Snapchat owns one. So we've come to Monique's Bistro and Cafe, which is just off the marina. duck wrap, chips and olives. Spicy prawn wrap, chips and olives. That food's very good. Very nice wrap. So we've just finished lunch. The bill came to £35. So we've been around Gibraltar. We went down the main shopping street. We've been up the rock. If I had more time here, we probably would have done a few more activities on the rock. There's World War II tunnels, siege tunnels, the suspension bridge, things like that. So heading back to the car, we're going to jump in the car and head down to Europa Point, where there's a lighthouse, mosque, synagogue and a few things. It's probably like a 5 or 10 minute drive to the tip of the nation, tip of Gibraltar. So let's go. Russian guns captured in Crimea, presented to Gibraltar by the British government 1858. And wherever you go in Gibraltar, it will always, on the map is dotted bastion, garrison, battery, fort. There's all sorts of things dotted across the city. Guns, memorials, monuments. So many things to see here in Gibraltar, just so little time. Another thing here, what's this? Oh, next door to a Jaguar Land Rover showroom. This fountain was removed from Commercial Square in 1872 and re-erected here in 1886. Water from the aqueduct under the red sands. So is there an aqueduct on top of this? Who knows? It's the same one. It's the same one. So I just went to an ATM here because apparently they had Gibraltar notes and just had £10 out, and it's British pound, not Gibraltar. Actually, I'm going to go into that currency centre and see if I can change it. So I managed to get 10 Gibraltar for my 10 British. I had a £5 in my wallet, so I've now changed that to 5 Gibraltar, and I had 1 coin which I've now changed to a Gibraltar pound coin. So 16 quid that I'm never going to be able to spend again. And there we are, back in the car, going to head down to Europa Point, have a quick look around, and then I think that'll be it for Gibraltar. But stay with me because Europa Point it's supposed to be really cool. So we've started driving down to Europa Point, and it's on these windy, tunnely roads, and there's these tables just in the middle of nowhere, obviously for that beach bar there, but just weird, no chairs, just tables. All the ships out in the sea there. Mr. Whippy. So we're now in Europa Point. The mosque behind me is what the leader of Saudi Arabia built when he came. I think it's bin Zayed Al-Em. We'll have to fact check that. He came to Gibraltar, saw the poor state of mosque here and decided to build that large one there. So here we are at Europa Point. Now in Europa Point there is a church, there is a mosque and a synagogue, all three in harmony. There's also the lighthouse there. So this looks to be some sort of exhibition or museum called the Harding Battery, the largest waterfall in the world.
Prehistoric Gibraltar.
So we are in the Harding Battery, and as you can see there, the one we are in now was one of the coastal defence batteries. That's the museum entrance, or the little exhibition entrance. Africa there now, and you can just see the outline of Africa there. and that's mainland Spain. And this is my beautiful girlfriend.
Hi.
Polska. So that propeller off a plane there is a memorial to a plane crash in 1943 that contained the Polish Prime Minister, Chief of Staff. There was a few British MPs on it, a few more Polish members of staff and members of different armies. Good vantage point up here though, look at that, you can see for miles. And there's so many ships as well. Gibraltar is considered the second busiest port outside of Singapore. So this is the Europa Point Lighthouse, inaugurated in 1841. It is all British style, and that would not look out of place. Shorelines of England. Right, it's bloody cold. We need to get going. So let's head back to the car. So we are now in the queue for passport control on the Gibraltar side. Hopefully this queue won't take too long. Our maps are showing 54 minutes to make a 40-mile journey. Hopefully get stamped through, no issues, and onwards to España. Through customs or through passport control in about 10 minutes. It was a bit of a queue then leaving. We had to show our passport to the Policía Nacional, which is the Spanish police. We got stamped out and that was it, straight through, no second passport check. And now we are on the way back to San Pedro de Alcantara. We have re-entered mainland Spain and look at the blue skies. The whole day in Gibraltar was cloudy, grey and windy, and then look at the conditions here.
Los sintetizadores en esta canción, la banda una característica elegancia, ese sonido sofisticado, marca de la casa. Algo especial, lo nuevo de Dorian, abriendo esta nueva sesión de Tours. Y para seguir celebrando que tenemos nuevos singles en el grupo, vamos a recordar otra de las canciones que más nos gustan de su carrera. En este caso, viajamos hasta el año 2018 para recuperar esto que se llama Duele, del disco Justicia Universal, aquí con la colaboración de...
There we have it. Back at our hotel. That's it for Gibraltar day trip from San Pedro de Alcantara. I hope you enjoyed. I'd probably say it is probably a must do if you're down in Costa del Sol. Day in Gibraltar. Have a look at the sites. You could probably spend a lot more time there. We had a rushed day. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, see you on the next one. Bye bye.